Hey everyone, welcome back. Good to be back. Good to be back streaming. Welcome to the stream. Finally got things going. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, officially if you're in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. And wherever else you are in the world, extend that thanks out for you guys coming in, watching. Hopefully the stream is going well. On my end, on OBS, it's saying I'm dropping a ton of frames and the upload rate's bad, but it seems to be working on Twitch and YouTube. Glad to be back on Twitch and also on YouTube at the same time. Hey, Sasha. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how I can kind of see the... I don't really have a way to watch all the chats in one place, I don't think, right now. I have to kind of set that up. Because I'm not using Restream because that doesn't really work. Or that's been working pretty poorly. Let's see if this works. Chat. That's Restream chat, so that's not going to help. Oh, there we go. No idea. Alright. So, yeah, and it looks like so some things aren't going to be working because I'm all set up to do one thing, but we are streaming, it's working, and we're doing the World Tour flight. Just trying to get things set up. A lot of activity here at the airport today, as I've been sitting here testing, getting things working out. I just want to get this started. Where is it? Where is it? I should probably just put all these shortcuts back in my desktop. It's harder to find them when I don't. What am I looking for? Looking for the, where is that? Oh, there it is. That's because I don't have it in there. Okay. So we're here in, we're at Lynden Pindling International Airport in Nassau, in the Bahamas. We're doing our World Tour flight leg 189, and we're going to be flying down to Manley International Airport in Kingston, Jamaica. We're going to be flying on Caribbean Airlines, flight 415, in the Boeing 737-800 from PMDG. It's about 2 in the afternoon. Takeoff in real life is about 2:55, so we'll be taking off around then. We're using FSLTL, all the other planes. Not a lot of movement going on now, but hopefully they will again. I don't know what happened, but there was a lot of action going on before. We got Bajan Habashi's 4-season pack as always. We're not using FSHUD ATC, we're going to be using the in-game ATC, also using GSX Pro. So let's get going here. Hopefully everything's working. Again, if I don't respond to your chat right away, it's just because I can't see your chat. I don't have a really good place to have all my chats up right now. I'm not sure. Can I actually pull that out? Yeah, I don't want that. Okay. That should work. Alright, just... Yeah, this is gonna be kind of hard to have. Let's see everything. That'll work. Okay, I got a couple chat windows there. I'll have to get it all figured out moving forward. I'm gonna do that because right now I stopped using Restream because that wasn't working. That's why I've been on YouTube only lately. And then now I'm using the multiple streaming thing out of OBS itself. So hopefully that's working. Hopefully the stream is looking good for you guys. I see I got something coming up here. Yeah, X-Class Kiwi, glad to be back on Twitch where we can get a little bit more money. than on YouTube right now. Getting close on YouTube though, but I definitely need more watch time over there. Alright, so let's frame rate's starting to deteriorate in the sim, so I'm hoping that's just, you know, temporary. Not because I've been sitting on the sim for probably 5 hours now. Alright, so let's get things going here. Hey, Senior Pablo. Cool, cool, that's good. Good to hear. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna start this flight. I'm probably gonna step away to roll out my dough for the pumpkin pie. I don't know. I think we should really just do Thanksgiving tomorrow in our house because we didn't think we were gonna do Thanksgiving. We were doing Thanksgiving, and now it's kind of just me and my wife left up to making some Thanksgiving stuff for ourselves. It seems like the family doesn't really want to do anything together, which is weird. So, let's get inside the plane. Why does it sound like passengers are coming on board? That's weird. Deboarding passengers now. Why? Still deboarding passengers? Okay, let's reset. Restart that. Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to, how can I get a Twitch chat window somewhere? I might actually have to pop open. Once we get up in the air, I'm gonna have to get my laptop up here so I have another screen. Alright, so let's try to get this plane started. It's been a while. It's been so long since I've been in this plane. So, let's see. Parking brake is set. Alright, so we want the battery on and covered. Oh, that's standby power. This one. There we go. And we do have ground power available, so we're on battery right now. Ground power is available. There it is, ground power. Hydraulic pumps all in the off position right now. Fuel pumps are all off. Interior lights as needed. Alright, down the checklist, let's see, we got ground power, wheel chocks are in position, ground power on, emergency lights armed and covered. There we go. External lights position steady, logo light on, we'll put the wing light and the wheel lights on as well. Master caution disengage, forward entry is open, seatbelt signs, not on yet, we need to fuel. Actually, before we do anything, I want to get into the computer, make sure we get all of our weights and everything right for our flight. That way, GSX Pro knows how many passengers actually show coming on the plane. So, let's see, let's set ourselves empty. Actually, I think this messes it up, though, GSX Pro. So I actually want to just have everything set right away, and then we'll let GSX Pro do the cool looking stuff. So we're gonna be a full plane. Forward cargo. Cargo we can actually just leave and let that. We'll let PMDG put the cargo on. Return here. fuel. What about... We'll just put the fuel on, because I mess with the fuel truck too and it gets weird. Oh, that's actually good for fuel. Doors. Good over there. Back to the checklist quickly. Recirculating fan left and right are set to auto. They are. Pack left and right, auto. Autopilots check off, speed brake check down. Cockpit voice recorder. Do all that later. Oops. I think I have this plane set. No, I don't. I think the A32NX I have set now, where if I go all the way down on my throttle, it'll actually go into the reversers. One of the planes I have that. All right, IRS. I'll jump up there. We'll do the test. We'll go to heading and status. Align. Flight computer. FMC. Init position. Reference airport is today. Mike Yankee November November. How are we doing on sound levels too? Can you guys hear me good? And the sound behind. Just want to make sure I'm not getting overwhelmed by game sound. Alright, next page. So that's good. Route. Alright, Mike Yankee November. Oops, that's right. I always forget it does that. And then Mike, our destination is Mike Kilo Juliet Papa. We're taking runway 14. We got that all in. Go back up top. Set the nav. And it's already aligned. That's kind of weird. So I don't know if I changed the setting or something, because usually it should take a little time to align. Alright, no big deal. At this point, we'll pull up GSX and we'll start doing the boarding process.
Boarding requested.
Alright, let's get the cargo coming on board as well. We got cargo of 4.6, so we'll do about 2,300 in the front, 2,300 in the rear. Request. Actually, we don't need to request that. Now that I'm thinking about it, because yeah, see, now we're gonna have the PMDG stuff come. Oops. I didn't want to do that. I just want to put that payload on, actually. For some reason the jetway isn't working right, and I don't see any passengers coming on board. Which is at least alright, because the jetway is for some reason not connected. It's always hit or miss with these with GSX Pro, and for some reason this airport, it doesn't have the glass jetways that I downloaded. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Alright, back into the... Seoul Airport is weird too. I haven't gone to that one yet. Half of it is generated. I know, it's kind of funny because in X-Plane, you knew most of the airports were going to be pretty decent. They'd be pretty bare bones, but people could simply edit them. It doesn't seem like there's as much of a... It's always surprising which airports in the sim are really crappy. And some of them, it's like, this is one of the major airports in the world, and it's garbage. So, I mean, this airport, I actually do have an upgrade for it, a free upgrade, so it looks pretty good. I don't know why the jetways aren't working perfectly, but I think it's because we've just been kind of putzing along here. Alright, let's get back into setting this thing up. So the route is going to be quite a bit of stuff for this route. I'm not sure why there's no airways. But we're going to be going first to the VOR. Blue Quebec Alpha. Back to Enamo. Miram. Piblo. Bhopal. Nef2. B-Mall. Epsol. Save them. Let's see, we got Delta 343 Tango. So this helps me. Now I gotta kind of look in the... Yeah, I like the Airbus where it at least has like the distance from where you are. You can then have pretty clear which one you're going for. You don't have coordinates right in front of you. Going to Havbo, Zinan. Zinan. To Kino. And Sibug. Activate that. Go to the departure arrival. Departure. Let's get our departure from
NASA clearance delivery Caribbean 415 IFR to Manley, ready to copy.
Caribbean 415 is cleared to Manley Airport.
2 by 33 and 2 by 34. What does that mean?
10 climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.7 squawk 2306.
Oh, I see. Oh, so they should have 4 runways. So only half of the runways are generated? That's bad. I think it's better than Hangzhou Airport. Hangzhou in China doesn't even, the airport, you can see it on the imagery, I think. Even the imagery is kind of bad for it. But there's no airport there.
Caribbean 415 read that correct. Contact ground on 121.7. Good day.
Alright, 7,000. And climb, maintain 7,000, squawk 2306, runway 10. Okay, so we changed our route here a little bit.
JetBlue 241 is cleared to Orlando Airport as filed.
Not a big deal. Runway 10, back to the route. I want to do the arrival. Arrival is going to be Kino 3. Transition. Ooh, what's the transition here?
JetBlue 241 cleared to Orlando Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 125.7 squawk 4577. JetBlue
Transition
241,
save
read
'em.
that correct. Contact ground on 121.7. Good day.
Check out the. Can I check plan? Move by plan, make sure everything's going right. Save them. And kind of do this little loop. Keynote into the runway. There we go. Perfect. Looks good. Back to the map. Back in here. Performance init page. Auto landed on soil. Nice. It's kind of nice that it let you auto land at all. Let's see. Alright, so our weights are all should be on here already. Yeah. Fuel reserves today gonna be 2,500, so 2.5. Cost index of 9. Cruise is 360 to start, and then we'll go to 370 at NEF2. Transition altitude is 4,100. Let's double check that. I don't know where it's getting that. It's 18,000 over here. Okay, and one, I like to just put about 58 degrees to trick for the takeoff, the fuel consumption, all that power. Takeoff's 5, center of gravity 24.1, trim 4.92. Trim set. Anything else we gotta do here? Checklist. Good on that. Fuel pump aft on, aft 1 on. And we will start the APU.
We are ready to go when you are.
Alright, APU gen. Left and right, APU bleed switch on,
Ladies and gentlemen,
and
welcome
selector
aboard. This is
to
your flight
APU.
attendant speaking. At this
Ground
time,
power
please
off.
ensure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the
And
open
we
bin
will
and your
disconnect
small items
those.
are underneath in front of you. If you have
Ground
any trouble or
maintenance.
need any assistance, please don't
Release
hesitate
ground
to let
power.
the flight attendant know and we will be happy to help you. If the overhead bin is
Alright,
full, please make sure you close
nice
it as a
caution.
courtesy to other
Got a
passengers.
frequency.
Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the
Altimeter is
exit
set.
responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be received.
Let's
Feel
finish
free
this
to
page,
use
get
your cell
our
phones during the rest of the
D
boarding
speeds
process,
in.
but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Alright. And get our pumps going.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 415. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 25 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Alright, 36,000 for our cruise. We are ready for pushback. We'll turn off our packs. We're gonna call for pushback. There you go. GSX menu. Prepare for pushback and departure.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Oh, that's weird. The data was there, but the runway wasn't. So it's not modeled, but the airport data is there. That's at least something, I guess.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted.
We need to work on those accents. Kind of. We're in the Bahamas. Give a little Bahama accent. I think I've seen a lot of aircraft activity. Oh, we do have that United getting a catering service. That's pretty cool.
Locking gear.
Like usually they're wearing gloves and stuff. This guy's kind of just whatever. Alright, quick edit pushback. Yeah, we don't really want that as our pushback.
Nassau clearance delivery, United 1539er IFR to Newark, ready to copy.
What would be the
United
pushback for this though?
1539er is cleared to Newark Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10
You know what I mean? This is kind of a weird spot that if you do pushback right there.
Departure frequency is 121.0 squawk 0147.
Let's see what we can do for a pushback. Hey.
United 1539er cleared to Newark Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Departure on 125.7 squawk 0147. United 1539er readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
what did I do? Every time I learn how to do this, I forget how to do it then. Oh, it'd be so... Yeah, it's not at all... What did I do? Okay, well, that's gonna be a random pushback.
Please wait.
Release parking brakes.
Well, the China airports is the maps are, yeah, the satellite imagery and the maps are messed up, off by a few meters. But then, like, Hangzhou Airport is just completely not in the sim at all, and I'm surprised no one has, like, modeled it. So it's crazy.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, so this is gonna be kind of a bad pushback, because I need to... It's like every time I learn how to do something with GSX Pro, I forget by the next time I'd use it, because it's just so long between flights. What are we doing? We want to get rid of the ground services, yes. Move wheel chocks.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright. So, we'll go off ignition. We'll start the right engines.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on...
Yeah, but someone modeled the new Istanbul airport. There's a really good freeware option out there, I think.
Metal
So.
fittings into one another. Tighten
Okay,
by
I'll
pulling
just
on the
push back
loose
and
end of
go.
the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle.
Ugh.
In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several
Actually not
emergency
terrible.
exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the
I think we're
aircraft,
going the same place
there's
that
lighting on the
United's
floor
going.
that will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your
Except for the pushback tug is kind of in the weird spot there.
Oxygen is flowing to the mask and keeps breathing normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is
Set parking
located in the
brakes.
pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and
Let's
buckle
start.
up. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the
Engine
vest, pull firmly on the red
one?
cord only when exiting the aircraft.
Oh, is it wrong?
If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouth pieces for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat could be used as a secondary function device. Pull the cushion from the seat, put your arms into the strap, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and keep
It wasn't letting me stop the pushback for some reason.
We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information
Yeah, every once in a while you
found
get a
in the
good,
safety
great
code
landing and
located
then you just won't be able to
back in front
repeat
of
it.
you. We suggest
I used to have
reading this and
like
letting the
decent
captain
landings all the
know
time,
if
and
you
then
have
it just
any
you get into a funk where
questions.
it's
Thank you for
all
flying
bad
with us again, and
landings.
we hope you enjoy your flight.
Alright, so things are getting a little funky here. I'm still trying to figure out why the textures are so bad lately. Also, engine's spooling up. Looks like we got hydraulics. You see the rudder was kind of flapping around before. Alright, engines are up. Back to the checklist. Let's get our generators on. Now we can go to Gen 1, APU off. Lead off. Packs left and right back on. Probe heat switches on. Window heat switches on. Yaw damper on. Flaps. Auto brake RTO. Pushback is at an end. Taxi lights on. Runway turn off lights on. And keep all those the same. TCAS test down here.
TCAS test pass.
Let's get the taxi clearance and get out of here.
Nassau ground, Caribbean 415 with Charlie ready to taxi IFR.
49 to 45.
Taxi
Yep.
and hold short of runway 10 using taxiway hotel to Foxtrot, cross runway tree to India. Contact tower on 119er decimal 5
Papa.
when ready.
Not India.
Taxiing hold short runway 10 using taxiway hotel to Foxtrot, cross runway tree to India Caribbean 415.
Whoa, that was like a jet wash or something there in front of us. Kind of heat. That was kind of interesting. For a second, I thought I had a new graphics card, but not yet. Once you get that, you should be able to see some other things I have turned off or not at highest settings. So since we got back into the real stream here, there hasn't been much airport activity. Well, did see that United plane come over here, so I didn't see him take off, but we did have one plane taxiing. But when I was kind of just testing for a few hours, a lot of planes were coming in and landing and taking off. So FSLTL is a must-have if you don't have it already. If you guys are using AIG traffic, you can keep your AIG traffic, keep that on your hard drive because it will grab plane models from that if FSLTL doesn't have that plane model or livery. But for your actual flights and everything, FSLTL really works. It pulls in the live traffic data from radar 24, flight radar 24. So the unfortunate thing with that is if you're doing a flight, let's say you're flying in the middle of the night and you're at an airport where it's the middle of the night, your traffic might be low even if you have your settings for the middle of the day. So just keep aware of that. It's actually totally live. So if you just fly live time, they'll be right. You'll have the right planes. Also getting used to the new Navigraphs charts. The way they have the charts set up and their maps. Pretty cool. Taking a little get used to still. See if we can get the co-pilot to actually communicate.
Nassau Tower Caribbean 415 ready for departure runway 10 IFR to Manley.
Caribbean 415 QNH 30.011088 at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway 10.
Cleared for takeoff runway 10 Caribbean 415.
Alright. Taxiing into position. Alright, flight directors on. Alright, ready for takeoff.
Caribbean 415, contact Nassau Center on 125.7. Good day.
125.7 Caribbean 415. Nassau Center Caribbean 415 is passing 1,000 feet, climbing 7,000 feet.
Caribbean 415, Nassau Center QNH 30.01, continue to enamel as planned. Caribbean 415,
VNAV not work.
maintain 13,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet Caribbean 415.
Caribbean 415, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230 Caribbean 415.
Caribbean 415, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250 Caribbean 415.
Frontier Flight 119er traffic is 10 o'clock 1 mile at flight level 390 Boeing 737. Report them in sight. Delta 1 Juliet Delta, you are 58 miles west. Descend and maintain 2,400 feet, expect vector, visual runway tree 5 approach. Frontier Flight 119er traffic in sight. Descend and maintain 2,400 feet, expect vector, visual runway tree 5 approach Delta 1 Juliet Delta. Frontier Flight 119er traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at flight level 360 Airbus. Report them in sight. JetBlue 353 traffic is 1 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 380 Airbus. Report them in sight. JetBlue 353, have the traffic.
and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you will be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movie library.
Alright, so you can see I'm having an issue with my speed.
Caribbean
Really
415
low.
climb and maintain flight level tree 50.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 50 Caribbean 415.
Like, I can't get my VNAV to work. Did I forget to turn something on that's not allowing me to do that? There we go. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work now. We're gaining some speed, but I don't know. Kind of because we leveled off. It's kind of like, why are we not? Did we set something wrong? Do we have more weight than we should have? I have a really hard time climbing, and I don't know what happened. Or if that's just realistic. Could very well be. Let's put that weather on. Yep, Senior, I didn't change the camera. Yeah, it looks really good today. I don't know, I got it's just the right amount of... What I need to do is, like, so I covered up, I have a skylight right here in front of me that I covered up this summer when we bought this house. I covered it up because having all that light coming into this room just made it a sauna, made it way too hot. Okay, so we're picking up speed here. Finally. Yeah, I don't know why that's the target speed, if that's what we want. I think that's fine. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here with our wind. Keep popping up and on. So is this going to actually let me climb? Or just trying to get to that speed and for some reason it wasn't doing it before. But yeah, I put it, you know, the lighting for some reason is working today. Really nice. Now, my baby boy, he broke one of my light stands, and so I don't have a light over here. Kind of, I got this nice shadow. I think it works. I'm trying to figure out how I can do the lights a little different, but yeah, it's looking really good today. It actually just nice rich colors. And it's always going to do that more. The problem is I also have a window over here, and I need to figure out how to cover that up because if it's brighter out, it's actually pretty bright out. I mean, it's a cloudy day, but it's much brighter than it would be in the evening. But yet the colors are coming through really nice on the wall back there, and they're actually look way better on the camera than they do in actual real life. I don't know, I just got the right setting just perfect. That looks really nice. So I wish I could get the orange. I like the orange, I do like that, but my channel colors are blue and yellow, so I'd like to get that more yellow. Let me see if I can change it to yellow. It would look good. Yeah. So that's more of a yellow. I think that works too. Right, camera. What do you think of that? I think that actually works pretty good. Fits with the channel. I like the orange though, but my colors are blue and yellow. I'm trying to think. Can I have it on deeper? We'll do that yellow. I like that. It's a little light. What do you think of that? Or was that orange, kind of the little orange, make it better? Get the red going. We'll go with this kind of just off. I think that's a little light. It feels like it feels a little lighter now, doesn't it? It's I don't know. Maybe I had it on the different orange setting, because that's a little bit lighter, but I think that works. But yeah, it looks a lot better than it has been. I've been kind of messing with it. Well, I don't know what I changed, but yeah, really, that's all filled in over there on the blue is really solid, which is kind of cool. So I don't know if I just have it in a different position. And the problem is every time I do a stream, my lights get up kind of in different positions because I have to take them all down and, you know, put them away. So when, you know, when the boy's up here, he's not or if I do leave him there, he moves them all over the place and messes them up anyway. So, all right, we've got 45 minutes left on the flight already. Not too long of a flight, but I wanted to get one in.
Caribbean 415, contact Havana Center on 123.
Once we finish this flight, I'll go down for a while, and then we'll see how the Thanksgiving food cooking situation is going. But for sure, I'll be streaming tomorrow and on Saturday and Sunday. Got a 4-day weekend here, so get some flights in.
Caribbean 415 Havana Center, continue to enamel as planned.
Really cool flying here in the Caribbean. Really cool. Kind of like, I've been looking forward to this for a while, being able to fly over the Caribbean and get that cool reflection there. Alright, so here's the new Navigraphs just came out a couple weeks ago. I'm going to show you. I think Creepy Kirk's been having a problem with this. A number of people I've been watching have been having issues with this from time to time. Let me get back in the cockpit. I think I'm going to adjust my volume in this plane, I think. But let's pop this up. So here's Navigraph charts, and the problem is it's got the whole what's new and everything. For some reason, it keeps signing me out. Just be going along, and then it'll just randomly sign you out of Navigraphs during the flight, which can be really annoying, especially if you're on a final and you're trying to look at your charts coming into land. You know, you got that heavy workload going on. Remember my password. So I don't know why it keeps doing that. It should start loading in here. There we go. But just a very different look to this program than before. So like it automatically overlays the maps when you pull up one of your maps. It automatically picks these maps out too based on your flight plan. And it even, now I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of all the other approach routes. Not sure how to do that. It still has the flight tracking. Should be tracking me right now. There we go. Still got the little flight tracking thing. A lot of information, a lot more information on the maps than before. But even the maps will already have the airport, so you can like zoom in, and you don't need to open up a chart to see like your gates and everything. But then you can obviously pick the overlay. It'll give you some more information. But I kind of like that. You can still see the gates. You don't need to go to that actual gate chart. It's right there. So lots of cool stuff you can play with. They actually have a VFR map now. Like an actual VFR map, not just a map, but like full-on VFR. Got like all the zones and restricted areas or whatever it is. I don't know how to get rid of these other paths. I don't know. I got weird there. You can set different stuff in the maps as well. What you want to show, what you don't want to show. Holding patterns, VFR navigation. You're doing VFR. So it's pretty cool navgraph charts you can use in VFR now. Pretty nicely. Alright, let's put that away. Don't need that for now. Got another plane off in the distance. Pretty cool. I believe that's Cuba we're coming up on. Yep. Coming up on Cuba.
Caribbean 415 climb and maintain flight level tree 60.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 60 Caribbean 415.
Alright, NEF2 we're going to be going up to 370. Let's see if I can change that. I think I can. Yeah. I always find it interesting that you go to NEF2, it's always the waypoint right before your top descent, and then you go up 1,000 and then come back down. So, a little weird quirk about SimBrief, I think. Yeah, I can't believe we have to be at 100%. 100.9 just on this climb. Get up there. Old Caribbean Airlines livery, they have a new one now. Not sure which one I like. I think I like the new one a little bit. It's a little cleaner, looks more modern.
American 1574 traffic is 1 o'clock 4
In a
miles
few
at
moments,
flight
we'll
level
be
tree
starting our
50
in-flight meal
A330.
service. Please look in your seat back for our menu, and one of our crew members will stop by shortly for your order. If you would like to order additional menu items, please hit the flight attendant call button at any time, and we'll be over shortly to assist.
Havana Center, Caribbean 415. Request flight level 260.
Caribbean 415 descend and maintain flight level 290. Expect flight level 260.
Descend and maintain flight level 290. Expect flight level 260, Caribbean 415.
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival.
Caribbean 415 descend and maintain flight level 260.
Descend and maintain flight level 260, Caribbean 415. 128.1 Caribbean 415. Kingston Center Caribbean 415 flight level 260.
Caribbean 415 Kingston Center. Continue to Bahamas as planned.
One of the passengers isn't feeling well. It's probably best to try and get some help. How do you want to handle it?
We're going to expedite as much as possible. Do we know if there's a doctor on board?
All right.
Kingston Center, Tampa 4087 Heavy Flight Level 370.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a passenger aboard the aircraft that requires medical attention. If there are any medical personnel on board, please press your flight attendant call button.
Kingston Center Caribbean 415. Request 16,000 feet.
Caribbean 415 descend and maintain flight level 210. Expect 16,000 feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 210. Expect 16,000 feet. Caribbean 415.
Caribbean 415 descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Caribbean 415.
Alright, so we got a passenger with a medical emergency, having extreme difficulty breathing. We're gonna have to just expedite it. I'm looking probably, yeah, we're basically the same distance between Kingston and Sangster, so that's kind of, we don't really, I mean, that's our alternate, that's our options. So we're just gonna head on to Kingston, hopefully we get down, hopefully we have a doctor on board or someone. But yeah, we're gonna have to call those emergency vehicles, get to the plane as soon as possible.
Sunwing 730, contact Sangster, approach on 120.8. Good day.
We're descending to 9,000 feet. And you can see the island of Jamaica right in front of us. We're gonna be going down over there. Sangster is a little bit over to the right over here. Starting to kind of look here at our charts. Bring that up. There it is. Alright, so I want to look at the final approach chart, just get our information in. You can see we got the localizer in 109.1. Right now I have the VOR in. So that's what you're seeing. We're 61.7 miles out from the airport. At about 20 miles out, that's where we're going to make our turn on this kind of loop, which you can see on this chart right here. I saw it on this chart before. There it is. D20 out from Manley. And then we'll turn to Havbo. Then I want to definitely get in. Where did my final go? So it's really cool. You can it shows you all the different approaches. We want ILS 12, and our transition is Havbo. We add that to the route. Okay. Okay, so there's a few different options. I think I got that. Did I get that wrong? Did I put that in? Is there a different transition we could have done? Okay, Havbo. So it looks like we could go direct from Havbo direct into the final. We'll see what they give us. There's a hold point right there. What I'm looking for, here we got the VOR. We have the localizer 109.1. Let's get the chart for the ILS. Yeah, we're going to kind of have this little arc. If we have a missed approach, we're going to climb to 1,000 feet. Kind of look right there, 1,000 feet. We're going to turn right to heading 225 out. Back to, looks like a arc of 17 miles. Back to Kino. See that? And do it again. Probably into that hold point in reality. Airport elevation 18 feet, runway 8 feet, glide slope is at 2,000 feet at Sallock. So we need to be 4,000 at Kino. Minimum is 278 feet. So we'll put that in. $278, and we are really taking our time on this descent. I think we should be alright though. Here, I really like this. I didn't notice this now, but if you put in your VOR, it'll show you the radial to get to that VOR. So as we move along, this radial will change. That's the radial we'd have to take to get to the VOR. So if you ever hear about flying the radial or whatever, obviously if we were going the other direction out from the VOR, it would actually be the it would be the opposite of this, which would be the track if you were going to take that route in. It'd be like what, 171 it looks like? Yeah, 171. And then on the other side of the airport, the radial out would be 170. So it's pretty cool little feature there on the PMDG. Put away that pad so you guys can see. What we do want to do is from the pad, I want to get the our course, and our final course is 123, so we're going to put that in. You see that's giving us a little... There's that course setting. We just want to put both of them on there. Now there are situations where you'll have two different ones, like you try and do an intercept with VORs or whatever it is. Everything we want on 123 though, because that's where we're going to be coming in. So that 123. Altitude. Kind of just looking at the checklist. Departure arrival menu, we've done that. Approach select, yep, all that's already in. Let's go to the init reference page. We want to copy in our flaps. So we're going to do flaps 30. Speed 147. I found that coming in a little bit faster, not going full flaps, I've been having better landings. If I go full flaps, I end up just losing too much speed. Okay, we do that. Now ILS frequency we want to set into nav 1 and nav 2. We right now have the VORs. We'll switch these to the ILS. ILS course. We have that 123, 123. Heading or HGS settings. I don't think we even have one. Alright, speed brakes if we need it. Altimeter under 18,000. We are actually under 18,000. Let's switch that. This is. I think it's doing that because technically we're not at the transition level, but we are. Why is it not? Why is it lighting up like that? Right, again, remember we need to be 4,000 feet right here, so we still have 10,000 feet to go. I think we should be okay. We're already at 250 knots, so not a big deal speed-wise. We got our altimeter readjusted. Landing lights on at 10,000. Runway turn-off lights 10,000 will alarm the spoilers. I think they've done something to the window. I don't remember the window being so dirty. Our view. Looking up the island of Jamaica to the looking to the west. West up towards Montego Bay.
Contact Manley approach on 120.6. Good day.
120.6 Caribbean 415. Manley approach Caribbean 415 is at 12,100 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
Caribbean 415, Manley approach QNH 29er.88. Continue to HAPO as planned. Caribbean 415, you are 21 miles northwest. Descend and maintain 5,500 feet. Expect ILS runway 12 approach via Fable transition. Clear to Fable.
Descend and maintain 5,500 feet. Expect ILS runway 12 approach via Fable transition. Cleared to Fable Caribbean 415.
It's a very interesting, like they don't want us to do the arc, they rather have us go out to Fable.
We have begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure
You see, it's going to give us a little bit more room though to get down.
Please
So,
also
a little bit
store any
further out.
carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat cushion. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Okay, landing lights on, runway turn-off lights on. Kingston off in the distance. We're going to be kind of turning. I'm not sure if I can see the airport yet. Where is the airport exactly?
Caribbean 415.
Airport's going to be like, oh, there it is. There's our runway right there.
Descend and maintain 2,800 feet Caribbean 415.
Still a little high. Remember, we need to be 4,000 feet at Kino. Or above 4,000 feet. Salak, we are capturing the glide slope at 2,000 feet, so hopefully we're going to have a hard time with that, just because we took a while to get descended. See, we're pretty high. Let's see if we can get down. But we gotta kind of make this landing because we have a medical emergency, so we just gotta get it in.
Caribbean 415, you are 13 miles northwest of Manley. Contact Manley Tower on 118.65 when inbound on the approach.
Tower on 118.65 Caribbean 415. Manley Tower Caribbean 415 12 miles northwest inbound ILS runway 12 approach.
Caribbean 415 Manley Tower. QNH 29.86178 at 7. Cleared ILS runway 12 approach.
Cleared ILS runway 12 approach Caribbean 415.
So we're about 1,000 feet above where we need to be, so we're going to take it in steep. We're going to coming in fast.
Caribbean 415, wind 178 at 7. Cleared to land runway 12.
Clear to land runway 12 Caribbean 415.
Whoa! Careful with that.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Get back on the glide here. Let's take this in manually. Bring it in manually. little bit aggressive flying, but again, can't really afford to go around at this point.
Approaching minimums. Glide slow.
A little low now.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Caribbean 415 exit runway when able.
Paramedics will be boarding the aircraft to assist the passenger. Please remain seated until further notice so that emergency personnel can move freely through the aircraft.
I wish I could have a good replay of that, but unfortunately, can't. Not a very good replay system available.
Caribbean 415.
Where are we going here? I don't know why these planes are not getting their textures.
Manley ground Caribbean 415 taxi to the gate.
Caribbean 415 taxi to gate 14 using taxiway Alpha Cross runway 30 Alpha.
Taxiing to gate 14 via taxiway
The
Alpha
requested
Cross runway
position is
30
already
Alpha
assigned to
Caribbean
another
415.
aircraft.
Alright, gate 4, gate 4. Let's go. Gate 14. Alright, it's on that corner there. Follow me. Come on, let's go. Damn, I'm following you. I don't know where he's taking us. 14's literally right in front of us. Should be. I have no idea where it is, technically. Oh, okay, we don't have a... Yeah, I don't know why we're missing textures for a couple planes. Oh, good. We'll still be able to bring the stairs out. Perfect. It should be right here. I don't know why GSX isn't in position. Right. Parking brake set. Ready view. Engines can come off. GSX, let's
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Okay, I guess this is the... Okay, that's 14, I guess? Not really. Huh. Kind of want to find the one. Oh, wait. Or go back. Actually, I don't want to go gate. I want to go one of these spots. Okay, fine. We'll go this gate. Alright, let's request deboarding.
The boarding requested.
I don't know how that's going to work, considering we're not in the right spot. Yeah, you can see if GSX doesn't have it actually in the right spot, we kind of could edit this and fix it. Oh well. 0 for 2 on gates today. I mean, okay. See if any passengers come out this way, they're on the other side.
Passengers deboarding started.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so what I need to do before flights, I need to make sure GSX Pro is set up right. Yeah, you see here, you can see passengers are coming out where they should be coming out. Plane's just in the wrong place. That's unfortunate. Alright, so let's go over here and get opened up. And while the passengers are coming off, we'll jump over to Volanta, check out the flight. So, where are you? Alright, there's Volanta. Let's review the flight. And somehow we avoided this storm on the live weather. That would have been really cool to actually see this. Let's check out the landing. Landing rate -444.0 at 9 feet per minute. So not the smoothest landing, but we got down on the ground. Wow, that's some severe weather, and somehow in the sim we're not seeing any of it, which is pretty disappointing, if you ask me. I mean, it's just completely clear out. Pack X is, oh my goodness, what a mess.
Is there any chance we could expedite the deboarding process?
Alright, and I'm going to bring up the World Tour map. See everywhere we've flown so far on this World Tour. If I can find it. There it is. Alright, and we'll zoom in, because today we are coming into Jamaica. There it is. Bring back, go out there. Alright, so unfortunately, GSX Pro had the wrong, for some reason, worked my plane in the wrong place. If we had parked actually on the line in the right gate, this all would have looked actually really good. So, GSX for some reason just thinks this is where the gate is, and it's not. So, if we had manually actually driven in there, it would have been fine. Alright, well, thanks for coming on this flight. I'm gonna go and see what we're doing for making our Thanksgiving meal last second here. I'll be live tomorrow morning. I'm planning on being live. We'll see. Probably 7 a.m. Might be later, depending on how I feel, but I'm hopefully going to get in a good stream in the morning. Next flight will be... not exactly sure where we're flying next. It'll be on the end screen, so you'll be able to see that, and I'll make sure it's scheduled on YouTube. Hope to see you all here on Twitch and YouTube. And let's see. What else do I want? Like I said, again, thanks for coming in here on Thanksgiving. Thanks for everything this past year. And until next time, take care.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Bring back, go out there. Alright, so unfortunately, GSX Pro had the wrong, for some reason, worked my plane in the wrong place. If we had parked actually on the line in the right gate, this all would have looked actually really good. So, GSX for some reason just thinks this is where the gate is, and it's not. So, if we had manually actually driven in there, it would have been fine. Alright, well, thanks for coming on this flight. I'm gonna go and see what we're doing for making our Thanksgiving meal last second here. I'll be live tomorrow morning. I'm planning on being live. We'll see. Probably 7 a.m. Might be later, depending on how I feel, but I'm hopefully going to get in a good stream in the morning. Next flight will be... not exactly sure where we're flying next. It'll be on the end screen, so you'll be able to see that, and I'll make sure it's scheduled on YouTube. Hope to see you all here on Twitch and YouTube. And let's see. What else do I want? Like I said, again, thanks for coming in here on Thanksgiving.